it really feels like you're in a different country. It doesn't feel like you're 35 minutes north of Manhattan, so it's a very special place.
Did you catch that? My price still going up like NASDAQ. We send shots, make them duck like Affleck. All this fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up. So if we keep winning, can you really call it luck?
When you think of fine dining and great wine lists and politicians and celebrities dining in Westchester, there's really only one restaurant that you think about, and that's right here in Chappaqua at Crabtree's Kittle House. Let's go take a look.
This is our foyer, our entrance. This is the hub. This is where everything takes place. Everybody first comes into here. And we're basically 3 businesses under one roof. You got the hotel here, the restaurant, and the banquets. It's in the early 1800s, and you can see the building here it was originally a barn. This is the Rose Room. This is the little private dining room. This is probably the most utilized private dining room we have because it's very versatile. We can do it for a party of 10, and we can actually fit 4 tables of 10 in here. Previous owners purchased this bar at a police auction down in the city, and it turned out it was Dutch Schultz's bar in his speakeasy down in the Bronx. And he had gotten it actually as a gift from Fanny Bryce. This is our garden room. We have a tap room in the garden areas. Those are less formal areas, more everyday type of dining and sitting at the bar.
This restaurant has 40 years under the Crabtree ownership and a long history before that as a hospitality event space and a boarding house and a school for girls. It has a very long history of social activity and being a big part of the sort of the centerpiece of this community. By the way, really wonderful community. Our clientele has been amazing, nothing but amazing for 40 years. And yeah, it's sort of beyond just coming out and having dinner or something to eat. It's really a place where people come to mark times of their lives that are very special, whether it be a graduation or a birthday, anniversary, wedding. It's just on and on. And it dawned on me as we were changing things for the better and getting busier and busier, and people were really, really liking what we were doing, that we were becoming more than just a restaurant. We were a place where people celebrated special times. We were a touchstone for a lot of really beautiful events in people's lives.
This is the main dining room. This is where people come to celebrate their special occasions.
You know, dining rooms like this, I mean, where this is, you know, obviously the COVID era, so things are a little bit different, but just the feel, you know, the wood beams looking out over the countryside here. It really feels like you're in a different country. It doesn't feel like you're 35 minutes north of Manhattan, so it's a very special place.
You want to take a look at the kitchen, take a walk through there? It's a good space, it's very efficient. We really, over the years, we figured out exactly how to utilize things so you can get the maximum amount of food out in the shortest amount of time with that highest quality.
So much to this place. I remember when I moved to Westchester, and anytime anybody spoke about, you know, like where's a nice place to go, or what's you know, the go-to place or date night kind of spot, without hesitation, it was always Crabtree's Kittle House.
We originally called it the carriage room when we first got here 40 years ago, and then we added on this atrium. Now we call it the atrium room. One of the top moments actually was when it was the last day of Bill's presidency. When he left DC, he took the whole plane load, all the people, his entire staff that came here and had a party in this room, the last day of his presidency.
It feels like now so much conversation is about QSRs, it's about drive-through lanes and ghost kitchens and things like that. This is never gonna go away from American culture. These four tops where people have birthday parties, 50th anniversaries, engagements, job promotion dinners, or deals being made, they're not gonna be happening at Chipotle. They're not gonna be happening in the drive-through lane at a Dunkin' Donuts. They're gonna be happening in rooms like this, and it's all gonna be back. So it's exciting to actually be here as we're kind of working our way through this.
This is the tasting room. This is a very special little room. We do very exclusive, high-end stuff. Whether somebody closed a $10 million deal, or they've got a special, they're retiring from a 50-year career. So these were all horse stalls. Each one of these was a different horse stall. So I made a perfect cave. So I figured, okay, this is a perfect spot to start collecting wines. This is our Hall of Fame. These are all winemakers. When we did a winemaker dinner, we had them sign a couple of bottles. This is Romanicati, signed by Alberto Villain. This now is appraised between $150,000 and $200,000, just this one bottle. In this area, we got 4 rooms on this level, and a couple more rooms upstairs. So when we do weddings, these are generally reserved for the bride and groom. These 4 main rooms here.
This just really hits home to me because we're in Westchester and Chappaqua, and this is the iconic Crabtree Kittle House. And it's a real honor to have us have the opportunity to market and sell this property. So it's kind of emotional being here after the stories that we just heard from everybody telling us all the types of events and the different memories that they have here. That doesn't come all the time, right? Like this kind of experience and those kind of stories, that type of history only comes with being in business for 40 years. So really cool project here in Chappaqua.
Fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up.